Digital Romance TV.
Hi, I'm Claire Casey for Digital Romance TV, and today I'm talking about some not so great relationship habits, three in particular that we sometimes use to manipulate other people, particularly the men in our lives, the relationship interests that we have. The first one that women very often will use to manipulate a man is pretending to be helpless or inadequate or too weak to do something. So you want him to carry all the suitcases up to your room at the B&B. And instead of saying, oh, I'm just not as strong, I'm too tired, or instead of saying those things about how weak or helpless you are, call on his strengths. It's perfectly fine to get him to carry all the suitcases up. That's what I would do. But instead of pointing out your own inadequacies, instead call on his strengths. So say, oh, I need a strong man to carry these up for me. I am very much looking forward to watching you from behind while you do, or something fun like that. I need a tall guy to reach the vase up above the cabinets. Maybe that's too, you don't want to get up on a chair, whatever. Sure, ask your man to do it, but don't say, I can't do it, I'm too weak to do it, I'm too puny, I'm too little, I'm not strong. Instead, point out their strengths and invite them to use them on your behalf. Here's the second bad habit, and this is nagging. Nagging and whining and picking at someone to get them to do something. When there is an important job that, say, your boyfriend or your partner has promised to do but still hasn't done, don't give in to the urge to constantly pick at them to do it. Instead, look for a neutral time where it's not the heat of the moment and everything's depending on it, or the kids are screaming and look for as good a time as you can find and have an actual conversation, like a grown-up, normal conversation about it, and lay it out in a very thoughtful and calm manner. I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but there may be things at work in this situation that you weren't aware of, or the two of you may need to find a different solution for something you had set up already. But the nagging thing is never good, and you don't want to be in a position of feeling like, I'm just such a nag, I have to nag all the time. If there's a persistent issue, schedule a conversation, make it a good time and place for the conversation, lay it out in an adult manner, and find a solution together. You don't want to be a nag, and he doesn't want you to be a nag either. So that's the second one. This is the last one, the third one. You've got to let go of an all or nothing attitude. I see women use this. I see men use it too, actually, to manipulate the people they love by developing this expert mentality on anything, everything, sometimes. I see men and women both use this to trump everybody else's feelings or contributions or experiences by making it very clear that there's one right way to do or think about this, and you have that right way, and that's the only way that you're an expert on that. You don't have to say everything you know, or everything you think you know. Every opinion does not need to be expressed. Look for ways for some things to be done differently than you would do them, and allow some things to go unfinished or be incomplete. Work to make room in the world for someone besides yourself, because your reward will be the very warm and appreciative presence of your lover, if you can do it. So, 3 bad habits that we use to manipulate the people we love. Pretending to be helpless or inadequate, that's 1. Nagging, rather than scheduling a serious conversation, that's 2. And developing or allowing this all or nothing expert mentality. That's the third one. If you can conquer those 3 habits, you'll be well on your way to having a very much more mature and successful and happy relationship with the one that you love most in the world. This is Claire Casey. Thanks for listening. I'll see you again on Digital Romance TV.
Did you know there's a 3-step formula to make a guy fall desperately in love with you? Go to digitalromance.tv/CHH to learn a simple method any woman can use to capture a man's heart and make him love you forever. Again, that link is digitalromance.tv/CHH.